Hey everybody, it's a Friday afternoon, another gorgeous day, a little warmer, just a little more humid, but not too bad. Came out here to one of my favorite parks, and every shelter house here has a notice that they're reserved from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. today and tomorrow for the Freedom Trikers, whatever that is. I've seen a few three-wheeled motorcycles running around town, but nobody's out here. But I didn't want to take a chance, so I just came out on a table here to the middle of nowhere. Hopefully, I'm going to do probably the last of the session IPAs that seem to be the big thing right now, and this is from as most of you know, one of my favorite brewing companies, Boulevard Brewing Company out of Kansas City. I'm going to do their pop-up IPA. Okay, it shows a picture of a little pop-up there on the thing. All of their IPAs, they've got their single wide and their double wide. The double wide is their year-round smokestack series double IPA. So all of their IPAs have a trailer theme, as it were. From the website, it says Boulevard Pop-Up Session I.P.A. joins its big brothers single wide and double wide in our trailer park of hop-centric beers. This, quote, session model is built for frequent excursions with a very drinkable character and relatively low bitterness tucked behind a big fruity hop aroma. Comes in at 4.3% ABV, 40 IBUs. Another site said 4.2 and 41, but I'm going with what's on their website. So let's get this session IPA in a glass and see what we have. Seems to be the big thing. A little bit of smoke, little pop, little hiss anyway. Just enough for the glass. Yeah, we got a slightly hazy, like they say on the bottle, every Boulevard beer is bottle conditioned. They add yeast to the bottle, so there's always a haziness. Got a nice golden color, almost orange, but not quite. Got a couple fingers of maybe a finger and a half of a foamy, really fluffy looking, almost ice cream like. It's up over the top of the rim, almost ice cream like look to the foam. Nice looking IPA. I'm not holding out hopes, even though it is Boulevard, because it's one of these session beers, and I've been sort of disappointed so far. Not a good idea in my opinion, but my opinion doesn't matter really. So let's see if we get a nose on it, see what we got. Okay, getting a little pine, little citrus, just a little faint fruity sweetness, some floral notes, maybe some tangerine and grapefruit, some tropical notes, maybe a little mango. Getting a little mild, maybe like Pilsner malt notes in there. Just not a real strong odor, but you can tell there's a lot of hops in there and just a little bit of malt. So let's get a taste. Oh no, that's much better. The taste is much better than the nose leads you to indicate. Got some, again, some of those piney notes, but primarily like a citrus, almost citrus rind bitterness. Lemon and grapefruit primarily. Some nice hop bitterness in there. Maybe even some like muted, like apricot sweetness. But it's primarily citrus and tropical, and then you've got some of those pale and kind of bready malts in there. A nice mild, like tingly bitterness on the finish, on the back of the tongue. Like a little, like mandarin and grapefruit and mango, and again, a little pininess, and primarily some, you know, light malts, biscuity, and caramel malts in there. Just not too bad, not too bad. It's definitely light-bodied, low to a medium, maybe a medium carbonation. But it's smooth and got a little mild bitterness on the finish. What do they say? 40 IBUs, so that's not super big. But anyway, let me sit, and I will sit and sip on this a while, and I'll come back in a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been 20 minutes or so. I just been sipping on this. I've got to say, for one of these session IPAs that I've been having recently, this one reminds me a lot of that Founders All Day IPA. The hop flavors are there. They're really nice. Nothing wrong with them. But I don't know, it lacks that little extra oomph or whatever that'll make it a more than just a good, I mean, it's a good beer. Don't get me wrong, but it lacks that little oomph that makes it more than good. You know, makes it better or best, and it just doesn't have it. I mean, it'd be a nice session ale, and that sort of thing, and low ABV, so you could drink a bunch of them, and it wouldn't be hard drinking. That's for sure. But just, I don't know, just it's lacking something, as most of them were. So I'm going to give the Boulevard Pop-Up Session Ale, as they say on the label, Pop-Up IPA, Session IPA. I'm going to give it a good solid 8 out of 10. It's decent, it's drinkable, but you know, I bought one bottle. I'm glad I got to taste it, but it's not something I don't think I'm going to go to. I'll probably stick with the 80 Acre, their hoppy wheat beer. That seems to be my go-to Boulevard beer most of the time, or the single wide or double wide IPA if I want an IPA. But it's not bad. It's good. Like I said, it's better than most, but still not great. I mean, it's good, but it's not great. So 8 out of 10. Till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.